Good morning. It is, what day is it? Tuesday? It's Tuesday. The Lexus is on daily duties just now. There's Big Jason. Because the front bumper is finally getting repaired. My plastic welding attempt wasn't great, so...
Hi.
You having fun? Adrian's fiberglassed it all, so that's solid. All the back of the cracked area has been fiberglassed. All the cable ties have been removed. And the number plate section is getting deleted. So there's nothing much to do with the Fiesta this week. I know I keep saying I've got hundreds of parts sitting around for it and I'm just not fitting them, but Lexus is taking priority now. We did get the bucket seat in, I'll show you that at another point. I'm on my lunch break and I'm hungry. So next clip, more Lexus carry on. So it's been about a week-ish from the last clip you seen. I did have a whole video of me and the boys going to Dubs and it was all great until I drank on the Saturday and didn't film anything to do with the show. But we move. The Fiesta front bumper is back from Adrian. And the car looks a million miles better. So he sorted out all of the damage there that was all cable tied together, mounted the tab properly and smoothed out the plate recess. We need to get a delta grill or something to sort that out, and I need to get some things to sort this panel gap. Half of it could just be the fact that the bonnet's wrecked, but slowly looking less and less like a category car. This video is going to seem a bit all over the place because obviously it was like a week ago that I took the last clips. I'm just now showing you that the bumper's back on and it's fixed, but Friday we are going to tear into kind of the engine side of things. So I've got an enlarged turbo elbow, a crossover pipe, an induction kit and a short shifter to be fitted. So the plan is to get that done on Friday night. So next clip, that's what we're up to. Right, we are back as promised. It's Friday. The boys are here. There's Jed's white on white. He's cleaned it. Pretty good. Oh my god, I'm tripping over everything now. So, thanks mate. So, we've already stripped off the scuttle panel because I'm sure if you own a Fiesta you know how to do it. There's screws under the headlights, a couple of screws there, they're all 10 mils. You need to undo the headlight to get up to it, and then obviously wipers off, blah blah blah. So now we need to start stripping out the standard induction kit. Fairly easy process. Unplug the MAF, unplug the breather, unscrew that, your airbox will just pull out, and then you've got breather here, bolt here. Standard crossovers have that bolting point as well, so you'll take that for the engine cover. And then what we've got for replacement, thanks to Kevin the gaffer at KW, we've got an Airtec enlarged turbo elbow. You've got the pipe that will come off the turbo elbow and go up. That will lead you into what section? In fact, we can give you a detailed explanation. So, enlarged turbo elbow into the 90-degree pipe, that comes up, connects onto the crossover here. That was a really weird mind block. Crossover comes along, breather goes back in there, straight onto the extended MAF, pull it round. We do need a filter because whoever fitted the filter on Kevin's car decided that you didn't actually need a filter. I'm not sure if they cut it or if they just got hungry and tried to chew it out, but regardless, that filter's scrap. So, we're out. It definitely went as easy as I told you it would, and definitely wasn't a case of fighting that crossover pipe for ages. So more or less, this just wants to spin. I'm hoping it's going to spin back in the way, to be honest, because I need that to tighten down the new one. But we're all out. Don't know how much you'll see. Turbo elbow is off. I just need to undo the vac pipe, and then we'll get that changed over to the new one. So here is your standard turbo elbow. Sit in with this. So obviously this, quite restrictive. So what we do is we swap it out for this one. So obviously straight away it's larger and then it opens right up. So instead of having this slow gradual release, get this pipe, you've got it coming straight out, oh, wrong way, straight out into a big girthy boy, big bit of girth. So let's get this in, don't forget the gasket and new bolts. Right guys, well 3 weeks into the install of the crossover, not kidding on, but we are a few hours in. So basically the turbo elbow, now the turbo elbow came wrapped up, bubble wrapped, cellophane, good wrapping from Airtec. However, we were at that for about an hour and a half trying to line it up. It did not line up. Turns out the turbo elbow was actually a two-piece. The flange was threaded on the wrong way. Me and Dale spent way too long trying to line it up until we realised that it was threaded the wrong way. So we turned it round, it's on. Because I was frustrated, I've obviously done a terrible job of filming, but... So, naturally, modern cars, you can barely actually see anything. Obviously, thanks Dale. The turbo elbow's down there, comes up to the pipe I showed you, along the crossover, and then we're down to the extended MAF and the terrible filter. So that needs changed over, that'll get sorted out tomorrow. And while we're doing that, we'll fit the short shifter. Right, we're back. It's time to get this changed over, because it's giving me absolute paranoia. So first up, need to, if I can get into it, somebody's taped over it, it's not ideal. Unplug that. And pull that off. So, and once that's loosened, it should just slide on out. Sometimes they're a bit awkward. So we've got this out. We are going to still be using this MAF housing because this SD one has a bolt stuck in it. What I'll probably end up doing is getting that bolt out so we can get a MAF into it, and I'll probably use the SD hose. Nothing against this setup, it's just my last car ran an SD one and I liked it. So now that that's off, we might as well do the big footery job that I wanted to do last time. If I can find the part. Short shifter. So all these eBay ones are pretty much the same. You get two, you can kind of see that hole. Two options. This one gives you the shorter throw. so just remember that when you're doing it. So all you need to do for that is this gear cable, pop that off with a big screwdriver, which I'll show you in a second. You slot that onto the wee knob that would clip onto, and then bolt it up, clip it back on, and you have a shorter throw. So just as I said, using something, get in there, and you just need to try and pop the cable off. Gets a bit hard with these vac pipes in the way, but as you can see, that's off and it's exposed that wee bit. So I'll try and slide that over, and before I tighten it up I'll show you kind of what you do. So we've got one bolt kind of loosely threaded in, just to give you the idea. So it just slots over the selector, and then you put those 3 bolts in. Bit of Loctite goes a long way with these kind of things. So once you get the 3 bolts in and tightened, I don't know if you'll even be able to see me do this, but grab your shifter cable and just pop it back on, and that's you got a bit of a shorter throw. So next up, get the Airtec filter changed over to this one and we'll be good to go. So new filter's on. It actually has something to stop things getting sucked right in, and I'm a sucker for everything being black, so perfect. So that's the full induction kit and the short shifter now in. I never intended on going stage 2. I fucking hate the stage terms. Stage 2, right? So it's like 240-ish horse, right? Never intended on doing that. My last one was stage 3, 340 brake, beautiful. But now that I've got the full crossover and everything, it's literally a downpipe and a stage 2 cooler away from going to that power. So as like a kind of stopgap, I might do that in the meantime. A couple of the boys have got the stage 2 coolers lying about and stuff, so that could potentially be a thing. I know at the start of this video I said that the next clip was going to be working on the Lexus. I haven't really had the motivation, if I'm being honest, but the car is going to culture shock in June, so we need to start kind of getting a move on sorting that. There's a couple of bits that might need rewrapped. We might just paint it, which was supposed to happen in the first place, but I kind of like the wrap. The wrap's nice. If you go sideways and you break a bit, you just rewrap it instead of repainting it. But what is an induction kit install video without letting you hear a wee whoosh? So obviously you never get the full effect until you're actually driving it, but we are going to drive up to Lanark just now, help out one of the boys. He's got a bit of an air leak and he wanted to get the car down to us to get the rest of the air checked out before he goes to Claire's. So we're going to pop up, fix that for him so he can get down, and I'm not too sure what the next video is going to be. The next video is either going to be messing around with the Lexus or fitting the rest of the stuff that I've got sitting for the Fiesta, so that that's out my way and out my mind. It's just a K-brace and eyebrows, so that shouldn't be too difficult. So pop back next week and see what we're up to. Cheers.